Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's actually a Sunday morning right now. We're on the way home from the car boot sale, and that's now 2 boot sales in a row where they've been really poor. I'm thinking it's getting to that time in the season where it's just not really worth it anymore for me. Getting there super early, turning up at the field, and there's just not enough sellers. It's definitely getting tough, but some of you might be able to see this little thing in the back what I bought. I did manage to buy 3 items. I got a pair of shoes, of course. Got a pair of camper shoes. They're quite a good brand. Paid £2 for them. They should sell for like 30, I think. And in the back and in the boot, we've got 2 wooden framed high chairs, which is so random. They don't fold flat at all, which is a bit annoying. So I might have to like dismantle them if I want to ship them out. They're made by Stoke, I think it's called, and they are the Trip Trap, I think, something like that. I wasn't filming today because obviously there's just nothing to show really. So the lady actually asked £4 each on these high chairs, so £8 paid, and they sell incredibly well. In good condition, they're selling for around 100, maybe £120. In this condition, I'm probably going to fetch around 80, but I think the majority of people do collection only on eBay, so I'm going to see if I can dismantle them or make them so I can post them out. If they're easy to post out, then I will yeah, offer shipping. And that, if you can offer shipping on a listing, then you can usually ask a bit of a premium on the price. So potentially £100 each, hopefully, from £4. So that was my little win of the day. But other than that, there's just nothing. There's no quality finds. There's no consistent like quality stall after stall. I did feel like it was a lot of resellers selling all the stuff they bought in the summer, offloading it now in the winter. Excuse the sun, this is like super bright sun this morning. I've said it in previous videos recently, but I do think it's coming to the end of the season. It happens every year for us. We do come to the end of the season and we have to struggle a little bit through the winter. YouTube slows down, eBay slows down, but we get through it. Anyway, I'm probably going to merge this with a little sales update tomorrow morning. So far I think we're sitting at like 14 orders. I've been making some big changes to the garage in the last few days. I've been doing absolutely no eBay work, but more just like personal stuff, like trying to up my garage game, just make my business like run a bit smoother, which in turn will hopefully help me be more productive, make more money, just be more successful in general. Anyway, so yeah, not a great car boot this morning, but at least we hopefully have managed to make some profit. Worst case scenario, I'd probably stick them on Facebook for like £50 each, make a nice little £100 cash, but I'm probably going to end up eBaying them and trying to get that higher ticket price. That's it for now. I will see you in the garage. Hopefully we've got some really nice sales to go through tomorrow morning. We'll wait and see. I'll see you in a bit. How am I going to package these? Oh my god, what am I doing? You can tell why I enjoy selling shoes, because yeah, this is a bit of a challenge, this one. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll find a way to do it. So, yeah, as I explained in the car just then, I've just picked up these, well, just yesterday, but just now in the video, I guess. Yeah, saw them at the car boot. I saw this brand here, Stoke. It was a very slow day yesterday at the car boot. Once again, just like last week, the cars were coming in, but they were being swarmed by people because they were coming in about 1 car every 5 minutes. So it gave people enough time to really swarm them. And yeah, it pretty much, unless you were like a full committed boot diver, you're pretty much going to be cleared out of any good bargains and miss all the good ones. So, but luckily, as you can tell, this isn't really an item most people would go for, but I thought, you know what? They look pretty good. They kind of reminded me a little bit of like IKEA sort of furniture. I thought I'd do a little bit of research. Research Stoke high chair, and straight away these came up on eBay, and they're ranging from anywhere from £60 up to £125, which is pretty crazy. And what I did realise was a lot of the sales are actually without this baby attachment. Like, this is obviously holds the baby in place, or the toddler, whatever. I did test CC in it and she fits perfectly fine, so I guess this is like up to maybe 1 year, up to like 3.5 or something. And then probably the kid gets too big, maybe you take this thing off and then it can just be like a child's seat. So yeah, separately on eBay, these attachments actually sell for around 25 to 30 quid. I'm probably going to sell these as a whole, so the buyer themselves can decide if they want to take off the seat attachment or not. I asked for a price at the car boot. She said £4 each, which I can't really say no to that. Yeah, I then went home and yeah, did a bit of research on these and found out that it was actually quite a successful car boot, even though there was only one sort of main pickup. Okay, so any of you eagle-eyed people out there would have actually seen in that clip just now that the garage is actually tidy. Can you believe it? There's actually a walkway, there's no big box there anymore, everything is organised. I've even organised these blue little trugs down here. We've got poly bags all sorted out, they've all been hoovered out, there's no more spiders in them. You've got shoelaces and insoles in that one, boot shapers there, poly bags, and then a few baby wipes. And down here you've got shoe cleaning bits, a few more shoe trees, power cables and SCART leads, and a few HDMI cables. And in this is kind of like my whatever box, like you've got cable ties, sandpaper, batteries, all sorts of stuff, N64 cartridge, lots of like testing things in there. A nice little eBay notepad I also found whilst hunting through the garage. Yeah, so Thursday and Friday last week, I actually dedicated a whole 2 days to the garage and just organising it and pretty much digging out stock that had been put in one of these boxes, shoved in that big cardboard box that used to be in the middle here. That's now completely gone. Need to actually take the recycling out this morning. I completely forgot about that. I mean, I sacrificed 2 days of doing this thing and YouTube and stuff, and I just thought, I need to sort out this garage because it is a mess. We've got a big blue bag over there, which I'm going to go through probably in a future video because that also leads on to something else which I need to talk about on the channel, so I'll go over that in a little bit. So everything you saw in that cardboard box has either been put in the shed ready to be car booted because it's no good for me anymore, or chucked in the bin if it's small, and I've condensed it into this plastic box which I've took off the floor and now put on the shelf. I've then also got all the small boxes put in here. What else have I done? I've organised this box full of boxes right there. So yeah, basically this was, I don't know if any of you have realised, but the last sort of few videos, maybe 5 or so videos, I've been a little bit all over the place. We've just had a baby, what, 9 weeks yesterday? 10 weeks yesterday actually, Lando, and it has thrown life up in the air a little bit, and eBay has taken a bit of a hit. Sales are still coming in, but I'm just not listing anything, and I think it's because of my situation in the garage. It's just been such a mess. My productivity levels have just been terrible. I haven't been doing any work at all really, apart from maybe listing like the immediate fun stock, if you will, but no proper progress being made. I wasn't like hitting my listing goals. I like to try and hit maybe 5 a day if I can, but nowhere near doing that. I was probably doing about 15 listings per week, so spread out throughout the week, whatever. And pretty much tidying the garage and organising it all, I just wanted to kind of get back on the horse a little bit, try and get a bit more of a routine going. Minimum listings from now on, as of today, is going to be 5 a day. I've got stock coming in, so that's all good. I haven't even worked in here yet because I finished Friday afternoon. Things like this corner over here, we had a few boxes here just full of random cables, like phone cables and all sorts. That's all been put in the shed now, ready to be either like car booted or chucked away. I've now cleared it out. I've cleared out some of the boxes, flat packed a lot of the boxes, hoovered it all out. There were so many big spiders all down here. It's just nasty to be in. So I wanted to get it all sorted before winter, and you can actually now open the door and it actually swings open fully pretty much. I'm sure a lot of you can appreciate this now, and it actually goes to show how much bigger the garage really is. And a lot of you were saying in the comments in previous videos, are you sure this space is big enough? And I was always sure it was big enough, it's just I didn't treat it properly, and now I've actually tidied it and organised it. Oh my god, it really is big enough. Like, I'm like fully, I can like stretch out here, you know. That's me standing here, and as you can see there's a big old walkway there, that's the listing bench. Yeah, plenty of space. Anyway, so hopefully you can tell in these videos from now on that I'm a little bit more relaxed in my garage space, just hopefully a little bit more happier and a little bit less manic in myself. So stock left to list, I've put in these boxes here. This is the only sort of section of the garage I haven't really touched. We've got a few little wrestling figures here. I know these are pretty cool. Hulk Hogan there, didn't he pass away a few months ago? I haven't even researched them yet. Random bits and bobs. This here is literally my last little section of the garage that needs to be listed, and then I'm going to start tackling the loft stock. But from what I've found so far, I did manage to dig out all of this here, get it listed on Friday afternoon, and it actually all sold over the weekend. And this stuff I've had sat in the garage for, I'd say minimum a year. These pannier bags have been sat in the garage for 2 years, I know that for sure. I think I bought them before I even started YouTube, or maybe in like the very early days of YouTube. I paid £5 for 2 pannier bags, and for some reason I just didn't list them. I don't know why, but they were sat right at the bottom of that massive cardboard box that was here. Completely forgot about them, got them listed Friday, and they sold on Saturday for £35. Yeah, so £5 into 35 just sitting there. The lunchbox was also sat on the floor. that has now been listed and sold over the weekend. I think £17.99 on that. These gloves were also in the box down there. They've now sold for £15. A Ray-Bans case, I think, is sold for like £11.99 or something. These surprised me. Had no idea I even had these because I've never even had a pair of Crockett & Jones shoes, and somehow I've got some Crockett & Jones bags for the shoes. 2 of them, got them listed over the weekend, and they sold for £12.99 plus post. Random money just sitting there. And then these ones also randomly came through, which again, I found them sitting there, listed them cheap. They sold for £15 plus post. I think I paid a £5 on them, so it's not exactly much profit, but glad to get them gone. What's that? 35, let's just round up to 15, so 50 quid, 65, 75, 85, £100. Let's just say around about £100 turnover, just sitting there doing nothing. And now it's organised, it's already making me a bit of money. And there were a few other items that I've already listed and stuff, which I just found in the garage. And yeah, it's just sitting there, and I couldn't believe it. So I urge you guys, if any of you are in the same situation where you've got a messy space you're working with, before Christmas begins and before the whole manic of Q4, just get your stuff listed if it's just sitting around doing nothing. I'm so guilty of it. Now I've got a tidy space, I'm going to try and be a bit more productive, try and be a bit more like proactive, I guess. So get the stuff in as soon as it's in. If it's in the way, get it listed, get it put away in a box. Once it's there, once it's in a box, I can completely forget about it. The job's done, and I just wait for it to sell. All right, so weekend orders. That was the start. I've already gone through those little bits there. We've got 17 going out, which is actually quite a surprisingly good weekend, considering once again the listing numbers have been very, very down. I think we're currently down to the lowest I've been. We're currently at 234 listings with 1,200 sold. So the sell-through's still good, but the listing numbers are terrible. 234 listings. So I need to get that back up. I'd like to be hovering around 280. I've got the stock, just need to list it, but life is manic, so it's hard. Yeah, so 17 orders, £558 worth. I'm going to get it all picked. First of all, I'm going to package this lot up, get that lot done, and then I'll start picking the other orders. I think there's only 6 or 7 pairs of shoes, and then the others are just random bits, including some of these bits here. Yeah, so let's get started. Okay, I am actually spoilt for space right now. I'm actually loving it. I've put the parcels on the floor, which I've packaged so far. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of shoes there. There is one more pair of shoes, which I'm just going to grab out now. This is actually a subscriber sale, and a quick little shout out to Gemma in Liverpool. Your husband actually purchased these shoes for you, so I hope you enjoy them. Nice pair of Cordura 327 New Balances. Yeah, lovely condition. Yeah, hope you like them. Those ones there, they've sold for £35, so that's the first sale of the shoes. We've got a pair of Converse there. I think they've sold for like 22 in the end. A little bit lower than I wanted, but whatever, get some gone. We finally sold the Dr. Martens. These ones I actually paid £5 for at the car boot. As you can see there, massive damage to the like glitter upper. Really annoying. Unfortunately, just where they crease on the toes, it's just absolutely peeled up here. They are genuine. As you can see, they've also got odd laces as well. Couldn't do anything about that. That's just how they came from the car boot. Yeah, £5 paid. They've still sold for £42, which I'm really chuffed with. If you look at the soles, still look brand new. Just unfortunately, the cracking here has affected the price. What else have we got? We got some Fly London boots. Unfortunately, these didn't sell for quite as much as I wanted. They were a little bit more worn when I got them home, but I think I paid maybe like a £5 at the car boot. They've sold for £18. There's a little bit of like toe. There's a little bit of scuffing around the toes, I think, on each one. But yeah, good brand to look out for if you can find them in good condition. Fly London. And we've got some Skechers here, women's Skechers. I can't actually remember. I haven't pre-looked at prices beforehand, but I'm pretty sure they sold for like $35 or $36.99, something like that. And then finally, we've got these here. These are a nice pair of Timberland high heel boots. They've actually sold for £55. They only cost me a tenner on Vinted quite a few months ago, but they finally sold. I think they're brand new. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're brand new. Yeah, lovely condition. I had them up for 65. I accepted an offer of 55 plus post. So yeah, lovely sale there. I have just double checked. Thank you so much, Damien. And yeah, I hope your wife Gemma enjoys these. One more little thing. I was a complete numpty the other day, and I purchased this iPhone Pro Max SpyGen case, 6.9 inch. I didn't realise I haven't got the Pro Max. I've got the iPhone Pro or 16 Pro, whatever it is. So it's like 6.3 inch. Way too big. If any of you in the comments have a Pro Max, I'm actually going to do a little giveaway on the channel. I don't think I've ever done a giveaway before, believe it or not. I see so many people doing giveaways. I never have done. I was just gonna sell it on my eBay and try and break even. I'm not going to bother returning it. but instead I'm going to do a little giveaway. So I might add a few little extras in with that giveaway as well. Yes, so comment below. You know what? I can't think of a word to comment. So comment below Teletubbies. Yeah, comment below Teletubbies, and yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I will do a little, maybe a spin the wheel thingy. I don't know, or like a random picker of the comment. A random comment picker thingy. I've never done it before, so I don't know how to do it. I need to figure that out. But yeah, comment below Teletubbies. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll do a little giveaway. If you've got an iPhone 16 Pro Max, then it's a bonus. But if you don't, you can just sell it on eBay if you wanted to. How can I forget? We had one more shoe sale. This is actually the best sale of the weekend, actually. Or best shoe sale. Yeah, best sale, I think, overall. Got these really nice Shimano cycling shoes. Usually I pass up on these, but I thought this deal was too good to pass up on, so I had to get it. They were £10 on Vinted, probably about 3 months ago. Finally found a buyer. They did pay full price. They didn't even make an offer or anything. These are the AMS or AM5 Shimano boots, Shimano shoes. Brand new. You've got spare laces there. Got some instructions. I'm pretty sure they have all the, there you go, all the cleat attachments and everything. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, £10 on Vinted, and they have actually sold for £62.99 on eBay. So yeah, lovely flip there. Had to wait a few months, but well worth it in the end. Okay, still going. It is currently 11:20. We've got a stack so far. We've got 12 parcels there. Nice mixture, variety of boxes and poly bags, as always. We have just made a sale. I'll just quickly get this one up now. First sale of the day. It's only a little one. There we go. It is a Laura Ashley Little Vines wallpaper roll, just a single roll, £11.99. I think I bought these in like a bundle. Probably sold the other ones off like as pairs or something. This is just the dregs, so £11.99, probably pure profit, hopefully. I believe it's that roll right there, so I'll grab that out now. And then we've got a few other orders to pick. If there's 12 there, wallpaper roll, I believe there's 5 more, so I'll get them picked as well. I completely forgot to pack up those shoes, so I've got to pack them up as well. I like to do my videos like this in sections, so like just do a little batch, pack them up, and then do the next batch. And yeah, forgot those shoes. I'll pick the remaining orders anyway. We've got in box 17, a radio has sold. Paid £7 for this one. Last pickup of the day. Literally, I was walking out the car boot, and this was right there. I think she asked £10 on it, managed to get it for £7 in the end. Little haggle, and that has sold for £28, and it's going GSP to... The GSP code ends with RO, so I'm guessing that's Romania. Not sure. Yeah, random. And the guy actually put a little note on his order, saying, or on his offer when he sent me the £28 offer. I've lost the note now, but he said it's for his. He said it's for his very old granddad. I think he's like 95 years old. So yeah, hopefully he enjoys that. These are really cool. They have a little turntable on the bottom, so as you can see, spins around. Yeah, nice little example of a radio here though. Lovely condition, fully works, and yeah, I don't think I've sold it with a power cable. I've even put in the listing, no power cable included. I could have done, I was just feeling stingy at the time. After organising the garage, I realised that I've got about 20 of these little cables just laying around, so now they're all stuck in here. So whenever I need to add a cable with anything, I can just grab a cable, put it with the item, and hopefully get a little bit more money for it. Okay, finally managed to find all the stuff. Had a little bit of an issue with this Yankee candle. I literally couldn't find it for like 10 minutes. Turns out it was in box 12 and I hadn't skewed it. I am my own worst enemy. Luckily I've got a little method for when I skew my items, and I haven't done the listing yet. I have the item, I put it on the box, I take a photo with my phone of the number of the box, and then that will tell me which box it's in. And then when I come to make the listing, I can then put the number on the SKU label, and then we know what box it's in. But of course I forgot to do that, so had to go back into my photos, scroll back a few months or whatever, and luckily I found the photo and it was in box 12, right buried to the bottom. So yeah, so the second Yankee candle was sold. I sold one like last week, I think. This one's now sold for £11. Paid £4 for 2 of them. We've then got this barber hat, which has finally sold. So a bit of a different sourcing method on this one. I actually picked this up at TK Maxx. It has sold for £19 plus post. I'm pretty sure I paid about £4 at TK Maxx. So not the best profits, but I think I missed all the yellow ticket sales. I went like a day late, so all the resellers had cleared out all the real bargains, and this was just sat there, this barber bucket hat. And then finally, the final sale we're going through is these ones here, which are just little Costa cups. I'll quickly unwrap one for you. Little Costa coffee cups. I've got 2 of them with saucers. They've sold for £14.99. I paid, I think, £3 for a bundle of it. kept one of the mugs for myself because it was like the same as this but like extra large, so I've actually kept that for me, and that's my like daily coffee mug now. Absolutely love it. Little treat for myself and a little bit of profit on top. That is all the sales there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus the bundle there. I think there's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's 18 in total. And yeah, that is it for the sales so far today. So hopefully we get a few more roll in for the rest of the day. But for now, I'm going to get this lot packaged. It's taken me way too long to package all these up. It's now 20 to 12. That's what happens. Filming a video does take it out of my day. I've got to kind of do it in segments, like I said, just to kind of stay with it and make sure it's all going smoothly. Unfortunately, Sunday, of course, no car boot video. I only managed to pick up these two here, which I've already shown you. Hopefully I get these sorted out today, get them listed and get them sold within the next like few weeks or week, even better. Yeah, but for now I'm probably going to leave it there. Let me know below any suggestions for like videos and stuff you want me to do. If it's any eBay tips, how to package items. I would do it on a Monday morning, but it's just too much to like include packaging items and stuff in the video, so I just like to do that in the background and then talk about them in between. But yeah, packing items, my methods to eBay, best ways to store your items, like all these boxes and stuff, and racking. Any tips you want if you're planning to do what I'm doing now. Yeah, so let me know below what you want to see, and also don't forget to comment Teletubbies to get yourself a nice iPhone Pro Max case. So random. If you're the winner, I'll throw something else in as well. You won't just get an iPhone case. Yeah, I thought it was about time to do a little giveaway on the channel. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Don't forget to comment Teletubbies, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!